the Force, for good, of course. Dark Skywalker, that's my time. Here we go. If I were a Jedi, I could out-rap Busta Rhymes. Going in like Qui-Gon Jinn for the win, I could flow in quadruple time. And at the Canadian border, every time I went on tour, I'd be like, this is not the undeclared MC Lars merch that you're looking for. I could levitate like Yoda, I'd eradicate Ebola. I could pick up girls, literally, even master the viola. I could read all 101, surpassing Golden Gate traffic. R2 on the roof of my Prius, dude, I could FaceTime holographic. I'd play for the A's and we'd win every game. Resurrect Mac Dre, do it all for the Bay. They'd all say, hey, Lars is neato, and always let me cut the line at El Farolito. 2 years ago, a friend of mine asked me to say some Jedi rhyme. So I said this rhyme I'm about to say. I fought the Sith, and it went this way.
If I were a Jedi, I'd just be more powerful. If I were a Jedi, that would be hella awesome. Singing do or do not, there is no try. Do or do not, there is no try. Do or do not, there is no try. And if you don't believe it, you will fail every time.
It's a trap! It's a trap! Hey! 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 And now, a poem by Hans Moleman. I think that I shall never see. My cataracts are blinding me.
Moment, Hans Moment, can't keep Hans Moment down. Moment, Hans Moment, can't keep Hans Moment down. Moment, Hans Moment, can't keep Hans Moment.
Hey, Ralph Mellish, he's a stone cold player. Artie Ziff was mad jealous when he dated Summer first, plus he's only 31. Drinking ruined his life, is such a sad story, son. Got a knife in his cane and a fire in his loins. The indie movie star who took a football to the groin. Burns thought he was a leprechaun, drilled him in the head. Slept with Lars Ulrich's grandmother, then chilled with her in bed. He's more metal than Metallica, though that's not so hard. Homer drove him off a cliff, so impatient in his car. He was hauling Poe's house, just another day for Hans. But he's back on his feet, cause he's the mother flipping man. You know there's no escape from the fortress of the moles. He's been burnt, run over, buried, but he still can't keep Hans Moment down. He's the bad luck Brian up 920 Oak Grove. Hipster glasses so thick and brown. Moment, Hans Moment, you can't keep Hans Moment down. Cause he's trying out for Poochie while he's waiting on his kidney. He's the talk of the whole darn town. Have you seen his green pants? Have you seen his new shirt? He wasn't yelling boo, he was yelling boo earns. Attacked by Roomba robots gone anthro. Was texting Homer, hit him, well surprised, he survived. He's twice as cool as Milhouse, though we can't really drive. Have you ever felt crushed by the weight of the planet? If you have, let me tell you that Hans Moleman understands it. You've gotta get up, you've gotta put on your tie, lace up your orthopedic shoes and look up at the sky and say, hey solar rays, today you won't burn me up. Keep that Moleman PMA, you can break out of that rut. Cause when you're stuck in the snow, when you're starting to turn purple, just remember Hans Moleman when the wolves start to circle. Glasses so thick and round. Moment, Hans Moleman, you can't keep Hans Moleman down. Even in his iron lung, well he's still dependable. He's the talk of the whole darn town. This player was the mayor over 30 years ago. Brought an anthem to the people, he told everyone he wrote. And one day it was discovered that the whole thing was a hoax. So they tied him to a horse out in the desert, let him go. This player was the mayor over 30 years ago. Brought an anthem to the people, he told everyone he wrote. And one day it was discovered that the whole thing was a hoax. So they tied him to a horse out in the desert, let him go.
Why don't you just come on over? Why don't you just stay with me? And it go like, hey. It still feels good. All these years later, it got me screaming like
life is gorgeous and you had to know. Are you looking for a DD on the honor roll with a lot of dough that's always down to go? Or do you just want someone with common goals? Are you looking for one man or one night? Someone who stays or leaves before the sunlight? This ain't a courtroom, no judgment from me, but the jury's out. I need a testimony. Have you been with a rapper before? If I came to your city, would you see me on tour? Said I had a metaphor, but I think I'm at a 10, so there's something I gotta ask before the night ends. Why don't you just come on over? Why don't you just stay with me? Said I can give you more than everything you need. What's he got there? Are you high on life? Are you down on your luck? Do you wanna make out, babe? Or do you wanna maybe lay under the stars and just stare at affection? The night said that it's young and I'm relaying the message. Feeling good? Or down on your luck? Do you wanna make out, babe? Or do you wanna maybe lay under the stars and just stare at affection? Don't think long, these are simple questions like I just really wanna love you, and I just want you here with me tonight. Are you high on life? Are you down on your luck? Do you wanna make out, babe? Or do you wanna maybe lay under the stars and just stare at affection? The night said that it's young and I'm relaying the message. Why don't you just come on over? Why don't you just stay with me? Said I can give you more than everything. What we should do. I don't have all the answers, but there's no question what we should do.
Welcome to the show, got another storyline. Sit yourself down, about to be a gory time. Toss away, but back on the come up. Wanna step up, get my sum up, we gon' run up. This is destiny to be the greatest guardian alive. Can't be complacent, Crota got it once. Horse got hits a battle, hop back in the saddle. We will wrestle and hassle, and now we're breaking all the shackles. From the earth to the moon and Saturn, guardians band together and recover the light that was shattered. Underdogs now, you ain't even pay us one thought. Just wait till we blow up like the rounds of my hunter sunshine.
Gotta supercharge, then you get in the quad on my squad. Please, newbie, lay low. When you run across the map and you keep getting capped, newbie, please. Go with the game flow. When you wiping maps, yo.
Yeah. Slashing in a disorderly fashion, we make it happen. Give me the loot, it's time to cash in. Every player should hold me in high esteem when I strike with my fire team and blow the entire scene. Burn like incense, leaving an imprint, fleeing in Ariana's vengeance. The weapons are exotic, you can't stop the product. Zavala bring the drama, you cannot deny it. One shot, all you kids done. It blew the tower, but can't let that hinder us. Never giving up, we on the stuff that blew gender up. It's indisputable what I can do to you. The carnage is beautiful. Meet me in the crucible.
You gotta supercharge, then you get in the quad on my squad. Please, newbie, lay low. When you run across the map and you keep getting capped, newbie, please. Go with the game flow. When you at the power ammo, when you got some weak sauce in your hand. Back up off, yo. These gaming MCs, we got one destiny, what that be? Wiping maps, yo.
Blasting guardians off the wall, fighting lions. Go ahead and beg, I will not stop. No community, but my game be going pop out. Savage, merciless, no time for fake fads. Climbing the top, steady grinding like break fads.
Break fast, your team, take last, no safe paths. Recruit, place ads, straight blast. We money, straight cash. Brave lads, play last and they smashed. Face facts, we murderous. I can
Gotta supercharge, then you get in the quad on my squad. Please, newbie, lay low. When you run across the map and you keep getting capped, newbie, please. Go with the game flow. When you at the power ammo, when you got some weak sauce in your hand. Back up off, yo. These gaming MCs, we got one destiny, what that be? Wiping maps, yo.
When you're doing your process improvement projects, you should follow this path. First you got to find, then you got measure, then you analyze, then you improve, and then you gotta control your process. I know that you're on the grind. It's no good if you can't define the problem on hand. Call it out, grab your mans. Before you start to solve, make sure you understand. Go smarter, pull out your project charter. Keep keep your scope in check, no time to be a martyr. Side block, why not? For one line of sight to your customers. Cyclops, I'm a little before you try. Hey, form a team, you can call that. All I wanna know is where your squad at. Just define, don't attack, do a UNK, bring it back, bring it back. Take it back to define where your charter at. Take it on where your charter at. Take it back to define where your starter facts. Take it back to define, let's make it smart, cast. Take it back, take it back, take it back, take it. I'ma guess where you messed up, beta. Where the plan at, better check that data. I don't care if it's many tab or data, need to get on the same wavelength, beta. Hold up, better cap that track back. Cause you said you don't even know where the map is at. So put the straps back and hit them up. Watch the steps that they do and get them written up. If you got an SME you haven't hollered at, better pull a Gwen Stefani and holler back.
Tonight, hope you guys are doing awesome. Hopefully you guys can hear me. It took us a minute to actually get started, just because I decided to change things at last minute. I don't know if that... I'm guilty of that, and it ends badly usually. And I couldn't get Spotify to display what I'm listening to when I have my headphones in when I'm drawing. So there's going to be a big ol' empty blank space there. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing awesome tonight. In case you don't follow us on Instagram, poll choices this week were 60s sitcom or 90s movie, and the majority ended up being 90s movie. So that's a thing. I'm trying to figure out why this is taking forever to like actually adjust. Oh, actually, you know what? We were rewinded a few minutes back. Anyway, so it was 60s sitcom or 90s movie, and the winner ended up being Fear and Loathing. So if you follow me on Instagram and you guessed Fear and Loathing, hit me up and with your address, and I will give you a button of this one when it's done, so to speak. But I hope you guys are doing awesome tonight. I'm doing pretty dang awesome. Having an awesome Saturday, despite stormy conditions, which is kind of interesting. It's been a weird day. I don't know if anybody else in Florida has like been experiencing like weird ass weather. It's just gnarly out there, and it's been gnarly like all freaking day. But yeah, that's a thing. Anyway, so last week, in case you missed out, we drew Robert Smith from The Cure. And he turned out really freaking great. I'm actually pretty stoked about how he turned out, and the joy of drawing. I really love drawing portraits. If you don't follow me, I've been doing for like the last 19 years of life. I've been drawing portraits, creations, animations, just unleashing creations out there into the world. And I kind of do that all on YouTube and a little bit on Instagram. I'm trying to get better about a lot of things, but life is weird. To focus in on my art really well. I don't know if it's just that I've been drawing every day and that I've been sharing things every day on YouTube. In a sense, just getting out all the videos that I've been basically hoarding for like the last 2 years, which is kind of crazy to think. I've never sat on that many videos, and it's kind of interesting because like it's giving me clarity, running towards it and then just throwing it up there, running towards it and throwing it up there. Anyway, in case you're curious, I'm doing Latin X-Files, which is basically Latin American cryptids, legends, and myths on YouTube, where I'm basically drawing the creature and telling the story or the legend behind that creature. If that's something you're interested in, definitely follow me on YouTube at Inkeater. Most of my social media is at Inkeater, with the exception of Twitch, because either I created the account Inkeater or somebody else has it. I don't know which, because it could also be a thing where I make a new background if you're used to watching my live streams and this isn't the normal background. And it's because somebody made a comment on last live stream that was kind of interesting, and it kind of got me thinking, like, really, like, I don't consider it cheating and I had no idea it was cheating. But so somebody said the grid, I guess the cutting mat, I refer to this as a cutting mat. I've never, I mean, yes, it has been in terms of drawing the portraits that I draw, which is kind of interesting way of thinking. I never thought about it that way. I use this background just because it helps my camera focus. So if this goes out of focus, we can blame the person that made me get rid of the grid. But we have this guy up here so that hopefully it keeps the balance. But yeah, so I get lost in drawing, so I may not look at the chat right away, but I will definitely scroll through it when I take a break in between, or when I take a moment to actually just look at it, so to speak. But for the most part, the only difference this week is going to be the background and the fact that Spotify it's not working this week, so you don't get to listen to what I'm currently listening to while I'm drawing. We're going to work on that, but not now. Also, I just didn't want to be late. Miami time, I know. So we did Robert Smith last week, and this week we are doing Johnny Depp in Fear and Loathing. So this is kind of the sketch that I did, kind of the rough idea that we were going to be going with. The face might need to be a little bit more elongated, I think, but for the most part, I like it. I'm really kind of stoked to be coloring in the shirt part and kind of just drawing the Hawaiian shirt. I don't know, I have this obsession with textured shirts, I've realized, especially after drawing Robert Smith. There's like this little like crazy like crinkly ink. It's kind of like my favorite thing to do when I draw. It's just kind of like, you know, squiggles. It's kind of like a way of just providing texture to things. So like if you're drawing something and you want to kind of create a little bit of depth to it, it was one of the things that one of my art teachers in college taught us is pick some kind of shape. It could be tons of stars that you're basically drawing, and the darker that you want an area to be, you know, draw more stars in that area. The lighter that you want that area to be, the less you put in that area, so to speak. But it's kind of like a cool way of creating texture, and it's kind of like my favorite way of doing things. I like wearing, so like I did it in the sweater, but that's kind of like my jam. That's my thing. But anyway, so we're gonna get onward to actually masking the edges, because again, we are dealing with my faux hats. I keep trying to tackle this, and I'm kind of excited because like I've drawn several characters recently that have hats, and little by little we're keeping it on the page and getting better. I don't know if anybody else has that bad habit. I think it's something that when you're sitting there and you're trying to basically create depth and space, but when you're trying to draw a portrait, it sucks. Or at least if you're me and you're just trying to contain it on the page and it just doesn't happen, and you go too big. I don't know if anybody can relate to that. What are your artist woes? Like, what is something that you struggle with? Like, even if you're not like an artist, like a painter, so to speak, but you're a creative person. I don't know, you paint in watercolor. I struggle with drawing hats and keeping it on the page. Mainly drawing hats in the sense that I'm trying to think if I should tape it to the, yeah, because it gives me more to pull off, and if anything it's using up this tape. So yeah, I talk to myself a little bit, but who doesn't? Anyway, so it missed it, bam, right there. Hopefully the camera stays focused because we're trying something new, which is a different background, because somebody said that using grids is cheating, which I find interesting. I'm kind of curious, like, what is your point of view when it comes to grids? Do you think they're cheating? Do you think they're a tool or a way of learning how to draw, and you should just give up using it as you get older in life? I mean, but yeah, that's a thing. It's a thing. What I'm doing is I'm just kind of like taking away some of the tackiness so that when I go to try to pull it off the paper, we don't rip the paper. But I don't know, I just found it it's always intriguing to me of people's opinions about certain things in art, like, oh, you shouldn't use grids, or you shouldn't use black to darken your shadows, which, don't get me wrong, like, if you want to darken your shadows, use complementary colors. It creates such beauty. In the last 4 months, which it came out beautiful, and I wish I could share it with people, but it's a gift for an anniversary, and the person's anniversary isn't until, like, I think Halloween, and so it's like I don't want to share it prematurely and then accidentally see it because they follow me, or it get out there. I don't know, that's just me trying to respect it, but I figure once they show it to them and that whole surprise happens, I'll definitely share it with you guys. But and you're watching and you're like, I want to see this painting, message me. I will definitely show it to you. Probably not right now, because I will probably we don't want to get distracted is the whole thing. But I will definitely send it to you after the live stream if you message me and you're curious about the painting. But it is so gorgeous. Like, there's so many, like, pinks, there's greens, there's blues, there's purples, and I'm just like, man, I haven't painted like this in a long time. I need to get back to painting in color. I don't know. We're just gonna wing it, right? Anyway, so if there's something that you want to get done tonight, definitely bring it. I can't help the music, because the music, it's just a copyright thing, so I'm kind of trying to be copyright free in that sense, and it's mostly because not only do we stream to Twitch, we stream to YouTube and Twitter, and for the most part, YouTube, you can't play copyrighted music from my understanding, so we kind of go the route of playing not copyrighted music. So that's kind of like hanging out, and if you want to watch the drawing just come to life, that's totally cool too, if you're not somebody who's into doing or getting anything done. But it could be something as simple as, hey, let me fold that laundry, or hey, let me get that drawing done, or hey, I really gotta get that paper done, or hey, you know what, let me do that outline of that thing that I need to do. Anyway, so we're gonna get onward to sketching Johnny Depp from Fear and Loathing out a little bit before I'm done. It seems like the live stream went offline, which is kind of interesting. Or no, it came back online. Okay, so that's kind of cool. We don't lose you completely. But let's get onward to the doodle. So give me a second. I'm just going to tweet out to everybody that we're starting, and go grab your stuff really quickly, whether it's a drink, whether it's, you know, a book, or whether it's something that you just want to work on. Just feel free to join. And like I said, if you want, so don't feel like I'm ignoring you. But yeah, so let me get to letting everybody know that we're going to be starting, and we'll get to that. Alrighty, so we're back. So we're gonna be, again, if you're just joining us, because I just sent out a version of it available after if you want to watch it. Tonight we're gonna be drawing Johnny Depp from Fear and Loathing. In case you are wondering how to participate in what we draw every Saturday, definitely follow me on Instagram where we post a poll. And we share that usually on Thursdays. This week it happened to happen on Friday because I'm just now going back to work. How many of you guys are actually going back to work? I mean, that's another crazy thing that's happened this week that's just like, wow, it's kind of mind-blowing to think that I've been working from home since March and now going back to work 3 times a week, and it is my opinion. I just wanted to make sure that this guy was still running. Totally is. I never know if the live stream's going up and down, and it seems like there's been updates and improvements, at least on YouTube's end, about like keeping a live stream going, which is kind of cool, and that's a thing. So if you're joining us, the difference tonight is we won't be having any. Let's see if there's any questions. Do you have questions so far? Okay, so just got your stuff ready so that we can, you know, hey, hang out. You get something done, I get something done, which is a portrait. And yeah, so let's get down to that. I'm gonna switch over to just being the drawing camera, and I'm just gonna kind of get lost in some tunes. Been really wanting to do that as of recently, just because, man, life can get so hectic, and plus the storms and everything. It's like just hearing something different and just getting lost in music. I don't know if anybody else can relate, but that's totally something that I love doing. Anyway, so let's get onward to the doodle.
level up, level up, level up, level up. Holla at me, better measure up. Swerving in the Lambo, rev it up. Level up, level up, level up, level up. Talking money, we can settle up. If you want me, better level up. I've been awake for a while now. Designer boutique is my style now. It's like I'm floating off the ground now. I'm on another level, Cartier on the bezel, yeah. I get the money and run, I get the money and run. You think I'm falling in love, but it's just snow on the bluff. I get it, I live it, trying to fit in my world, but it's far from basic. No, I'm not complacent, got it so good, no, you can't replace it. Level up, level up, level up, level up. Holla at me, better measure up. Swerving in the Lambo, rev it up. Level up, level up. I've been on, I've been on, I've been on, wow. I've been on, I've been on, I've been on, wow. I've been on, I've been on, I've been on, wow. I've been on, I've been on, I've been on, wow. I've been on, I've been on, I've been on, wow. I've been on. If you wanna get with me, you better level up. If you wanna get with me, you better level up. Or you cannot get with me if you don't measure up. If you wanna get with me, you better level up. Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. Talking money, we can settle up. If you want me, better level up. Level up, level up. Holla at me, better measure up. Level up, level up, level up. Talking money, we can settle up. If you want me, better level up.
of this ish. Grab my girl again. Bro, man, you thinking you slick? Serious? At first, man, my mom was in a stupor. It seems they ain't learned from that song Super Cooper Troopers. So I got up and sipped the Bloody Mary. Feeling very merry before I go make a Bloody Larry. Cooper Jr. Morton and Desert Cooper Hari. But ran into some fire bros, they make me very worried. Stood tall and I went off like a missile. And much to my pleasure, I was awarded with a war whistle. Now I'm in the Iceland, Lemmy, I'm here. Wendy thankful for the war, who was in the clear. At this point, I'm on the slip and slide with so much swag. I turn around on the ice and do the slip and glide. Woke up in the morning, didn't think my day be such a hassle. All I'm hearing now is your princess in another castle. Step 1, boss in the place. Step 2, make sure you leave a trace. A Koopa shells and Goombas when you smash in their face. You thought that was rough? Oh, just you wait. Step 3, while they writhing and they dying, watch me flying to save the girl. Come on, man, I'm trying. Step 4, kill them off with no haze, now I'm baffled. Wait, my princess is in another castle? Now since they got me running, got me looking, figured I'd swing by Toad, see what they got cooking. Tanuki suit, frog suit, and even having fire flowers. Secret agent 24 hours a day, Jack Bauer. Continue this, the Goombas, man, they gonna get stomped. Even the Thwomp's gonna get school, I chain them like chomps. Now I'm the pedal to the metal and I'm pushing on the needle. Ate a leaf and now I'm so fly you think that I was a parabeetle. Well, I'm back on the trail, but you think that I was done, kid? Drumming up a storm while I'm breaking the world of love wig. And I get my princess back, you better say your prayers, trick. I'll bring you to the ground, I'm gonna anchor down your airship. But here we go, the moment has finally arrived. The end to this crazy day will finally be contrived. Got the big dog here, and he know it's time to wrestle. Because I know my princess is being held here in Bowser's castle. Step 1, boss in the place. Step 2, make sure you leave a trace. A Koopa shells and Goombas when you smash in their face. You thought that was rough? Oh, just you wait. Step 3, while they writhing and they dying, watch me flying to save the girl. Come on, man, I'm trying. Step 4, kill them off with no haze, now I'm baffled. Wait, my princess is in another castle.
This is a song about a very minor character from Rick and Morty. Are you serious? Here we go. On a distant planet populated by another race lives a six-pod cat who might slap you in the face. He's Gazorpazorption's in his nature. Half cat, half Gazorpian, and he don't like you either. Smack you in the head with the telephone receiver. Spitting racial epithets, spilling coffee on the table. A dark and sick reality since Rick hooked up the cable. It's Garfield minus Garfield plus a little Scorsese. While Morty's in his room with the robot making babies. On the matriarchal planet, all the women call the shots. And Lorenzo music's still alive, involved in every plot. Playing Venkman in the cartoon like Bill Murray in the movie. Rick Sanchez making conversation and it's mad confusing. He's Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field. He's Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp. John, this is not a joke. Gazorpazorp field, you've been a very bad cat. Putting normal in the oven, throwing Odie in the vat. A boring stew, I thought you knew the power of the flame. Why did you have to immolate your friends? You're so insane. Well, Summer's been a bummer, shooting steroids, fighting demons. And Scroopy Nooper still protecting Pluto for a reason. And pizza-eating people always gotta stuff their face. Snuffles in the robot soup. Rick and Morty mutilated, buried in the yard. Logically impossible like Soren Kierkegaard. He might say it's absurd, word I don't even know. Raising flu awareness every song and every show. So call me MC Haps, I'm a virus-hating rapper. Hoping Morty loves me, he's been looking very dapper. He's Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field. He's Gazorpazorp, my Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, my Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, my Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, my. This is not a joke.
They call me Gazorpazorp Field. I've got an oddly improvisational feel, to be real. From a planet where males grow up to kill. John reads from his paper, but your boy keeps it real. Hit it with a you're a dumb, weak, stupid idiot. Throw a little white guild in for the fun of it. Gazorpazorp Fields is a line and I'm crossing it. Unlike ants in my garbage, and you better prep my enchiladas with the garnish. Best believe, better leave all the cheese that was promised. Each and every weekday, stream to your monitors. Rating so high that it stops the thermometers. Driving my sports car, dodge the photographers. Up next, a new episode of Ball Fondlers.
He's Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field, Gazorpazorp, Gazorpazorp field. He's Gazorp. This is not a joke. Where's my enchiladas? Where's my enchiladas? Where's my enchiladas, John? This is not a joke. Where's my enchiladas? Where's my enchiladas? Where's my enchiladas, John? This is not a joke. Where's my enchiladas? Where's my enchiladas? Where's my enchiladas, John? This is not a joke. Where's my enchiladas? Where's my enchiladas? Where's my enchiladas, John? This is not a joke.
Mind you to back your data up, like when everybody freaked out when 99 turned to 2000. Yo, your camera hit a flash, yeah. You're bad, yeah. Put the pictures in the stash, yeah. They rad, yeah. Till your phone done crash, yeah. You're mad, yeah. Now you about to spend some cash, yeah. You're sad, yeah. Your computer almost crashed, yeah. It's bad, yeah. And you spending more stacks, yeah. It's trash, yeah. It's a big time killer, yeah. No video when you go more poopy though, man. It's so stupid though. Got them flash drives and now you're mad. I got 5 backups, it's all stored, yeah. You can do these tricks with the USB sticks. One's for the photos and one's for the flicks. It seems funny, yeah. Ain't cost much money, yeah. Got a whole drawer full for about 100, yeah. Them pictures looking good, better back that data. Got a big old hard drive, back that data. It's all duplicated when you back that data. How far you in the game, you better back that data. Them pictures looking good, better back that data. Got a, yeah, oh lord, yeah. When I realized it was all stored, yeah. Was like, it's a rap data, shoulda backed that. When the prompt came on, bro, you shoulda tapped that. Got a fat rack like a big old dump. Got a bunch of hard drives in a big old trunk. Got all my beeps going back, please don't test me. Sort of cross hard drives and different SDs. Bring out the cards, watch me make it rain. My backup game is utterly insane. Boy, you know you gotta still have them, cause 1, 2, back it up with a 3-beat. Hit your files up with that quick 3-piece. Yeah. I know you can't stand it, ain't romantic. Ain't gonna lose my data like a bandit. Not 15 or 100 pics. Save $1 million or a couple 100,000 pics. Looking kinda empty, so don't tempt me. Put the pics in the middle so gently. You ain't get it though, so hear me spit it though. Cause I got 500 gigs. How far you in the game, you better back that data. Them pictures looking good, better back that data. Got a big old hard drive, back that data. It's all duplicated when you back that data. How far you in the game, you better back that data.
Now after you back it up, don't stop. Back it up like it's not now. he swore.
So
He died
we're
well.
kind of the struggle bus, in terms of like actually fitting it all on the page. So you know what? I think I might just erase it all just to make it smaller. I have a habit of doing that, especially when it comes with hats. I don't know if anybody can relate. Sometimes things don't all go as planned. You know what? I think I'm going to erase the face and kind of rework it. But yeah, how are you guys doing tonight? Hope you guys are doing awesome. I'm doing pretty dang decent. Other than, I want to fit this hat on the page. I may give up at some point, but right now is not to fit on the page. I think we're just going to erase it. I'm like half tempted to just flip the page over and just go, psh, blank page. I don't have any more cut pieces of cardstock. I need to cut them down. Anyway, so we were drawing Johnny Depp from Fear and Loathing. Up my borders again. You know, I think that's where I steered wrong. You know that? Yes. I think we're going to erase it all. And put up our borders again and see. A hat, what was it? Oh, Robert E. Howard. Dude behind... Shoot, I can't think of... Conan. Conan. H.P. Lovecraft's BFF. Hat in. How we want the hat, and then we're gonna go from there. Because that is where we're struggling. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing awesome tonight. I'm going to get back to actually drawing and zoning out. But I just wanted to come on here and say, you know what, we're gonna start over. This is the problem is I want to go drawing big tonight, and I don't know what is up with that. I think it's like the whole idea of like, no, let's draw something massive. Just because I don't know, like, I haven't drawn anything big in a while. Should do that sometime soon. But in case you're wondering what we're trying to do, we're trying to replicate this sketch that we did, and we're failing to fit the hat in. So in case you're wondering what we're going for, but yeah, as you can see, totally not making it happen. But hats, the bane of my existence. I think we're gonna go back to listening to some tunes and getting this doodle back to where we want it, and then we're gonna start inking it. Need to think small. I should have kept the borders up. I took them off prematurely. My fault. But yeah, that's just so that I don't go off the page. As you can see, bad habit I have, especially with hats and when where hats are involved. Anyway, so that's why sometimes the live streams take a little bit longer than normal, but I kind of like to showcase it because it shows people that, hey, not all artists are perfect. Sometimes we erase and we erase and we erase. I kind of usually go into these doodles with not knowing if they're going to turn out awesome or they're going to turn out horrible. I just kind of go with the flow. Plus, it's all about getting the idea out there. At least that's... Nope, nothing so far. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this, or enjoying me struggle, because I'm on the struggle bus today. But let me take a short break to go use the restroom, and we're going to get onward to fitting this damn hat.
The zombie T-Rex is back, undead swag with that old school rap. Cause it's Curtis Blow with that nerdist flow, getting pterodactyl dragon. Sesquipedalian loquaciousness, no rapper ever born did a rhyme like this. MC Lars with the rhythmic alacrity, oratory skills causing mad catastrophe. The whole crew sick, like Kubrick, got your eyes wide shut for this apocalypse. Let's face it, I'm an awesome rapper, post-punk laptop velociraptor. No, I won't dumb it down for the mainstream fan, cause the mainstream fan has lame taste, man. Yeah, I said it. And I'm flying over hurdles, keep it underground like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. See a funny thing happen on my way to the stage, waylaid by a stegosaurus, stacking on my leg like a Mochlodon. Take away your girl like I was Donkey Kong. Jurassic Park this van in your city every time I rock a show. Cause the fans all bounce when I light up the room with that pyroclastic flow. Yo! No mercy, no surrender. Zombie T-Rex, I'm killing it forever. Zombie T-Rex. No mercy, no surrender. Zombie T-Rex, I'm killing it forever. Zombie T-Rex. No mercy, no surrender. Zombie T-Rex, I'm killing it forever. Cause I make that smart music, that hard DIY from the heart music, that Lars he came to straight rocket music, that Bernadette music, that guy who gave you K-Flay music, that R.I.P. Pat Wood music, that only wanna do a bit of good music, that got here on my own music, that hey it's Weird Al on my phone music, that Lit Hop Edgar Allan Poe music, that show your English teacher how to flow music, that TED Talk read a book music, that look at Scissor Crack on the hook music, like no mercy, no surrender. Zombie T-Rex, I'm killing it forever. Zombie T-Rex. No mercy, no surrender. Zombie T-Rex, I'm killing it forever. No mercy, no surrender. Zombie T-Rex, I'm killing it forever.
Our top story tonight, a herd of zombie dinosaurs is loose in San Francisco, causing more damage and destruction than the city has ever seen. We go now live to the Golden Gate Bridge, where a zombie Tyrannosaurus Rex is currently ripping apart the suspension cables and pushing cars into the bay. Coming up after the break, San Francisco has already seen its local coffee markets impacted by these zombie dinosaurs, what these developments mean for your organic Arabica, and then enterprising young people are bringing gentrification to dinosaur caves and dens. We find the city's best What can you do to help? We'll cover it after the break.
Whatever I say, it's a go. Whatever I say, whatever I say, it's a go. Whatever I say, it's a go. Whatever I say, it's a go. Whatever I say.
Trust me, who you rockin' with them or just me? I can show you how to be real and be free. Take you to Hollywood heaven, baby, if you really wanna party with me. Grab your ass, girl, you know what it look like. One in a million, one in a million. Come be my elite. Show you a place to me. I'll show you all of me. If you're loyal, girl, you inspire me to be royal. You ain't got a trip, we good in Diego. So whatever I say, it's a go. 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 Whatever I say, whatever I say, it's a go. Whatever I say, it's a go. Whatever I say, it's a go. Whatever I say, whatever I say, it's a go, girl. Mean you can get away. You the home girl, but I'm tryna make you babe. Ain't even got a front, no, I ain't ashamed. I'ma keep it blunt like what I blaze. Elevate with your boy, baby, catch a wave. I could be your son, come and catch you. Like let it hate it, so I let him hate. Yeah. What you doing, girl? Don't let me take your love away. Yeah. Cause if you got my back, then I'ma lead the way. So whatever I say, it's a go. Whatever I I say is a go. Whatever I say is a go. Whatever I say is a go. Whatever I say. Whatever I say is a go. Whatever I say is a go. Whatever I say is a go. Whatever I say. Believe in me. Girl, tell me, do you believe in me? Girl, tell me, do you believe in me? Whatever I say is a go. Whatever I say is a go. Whatever I say is a go. Whatever I say. Whatever I say is a go. Whatever I say is a go. Whatever I say is a go. Whatever I say. It's a go. 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 Whatever I say, it's a go. Whatever I say, it's a go. Whatever I say, it's a go.
Well, I heard this dude named Schrodinger put cats inside a box. Someone please call PETA. That's quite unorthodox. It's the Heisenberg uncertain binary. The waveform goes away if you measure probability of specific quantum states. You can't know a priori how an atom might behave. Yet through this observation, the universe is changed. What? I've never seen a cat like that. Schrodinger, I'm sorry, but you might get slapped. Well, you won't get slapped at the very same time. Why can't you make up your mind? Micro to macro, classical to quantum. Superpositions? I think we have a problem. When we check on the cat, is he alive or dead? You say both, but now you're messing with my head. After dark, two answers at once. That's the haps, like Kellyanne Conway's alternative facts. Alive while I'm dead. Schrodinger said it. Many possible worlds, you can go ask Hugh Everett. A future state like being asleep while at a Chainsmoker show. Wait, that happens constantly. Hold on, the possibilities are ample. Let me think about it, I can find a new example. Shaggy asked how magnets work. Unpaired electrons, don't feel like a jerk. 7 million records sold, that's a lot, ICP. Well, a hot 97, just getting upset. He's like, Tech Nine's a boy, but we paved the way. Blase Rose got dropped, I don't know what to say. And by the way, I saw Twisted at Webster Hall. A fight broke out, and the lights went on. You can't Dan Hatchet Men, Jamie and Paul. Why'd you have 7 openers that night after all? So what is a juggalo? I don't know. I left with a really sad feeling that show. Coming home, my girlfriend called me on the phone. She said packages were stolen from the lobby. I'm like, yo, we called the cops and described the box. 1 minute it was there, then 1 minute it was not. I'm like, oh my god, it's like Schrodinger's cat. The cops like, what? I'm like, imagine that. Okay, maybe I think I might be getting off track in a song about quantum physics and cats. My point is that a deterministic vision might limit your view and be a prison, while the probability that this verse is too long is 100%. So let's finish this song. I've never seen a cat like that. Schrodinger, I'm sorry, but you might get slapped. Well, you won't get slapped at the very same time. Why can't you make up your mind? Micro to macro, classical to quantum. Superpositions? I think we have a problem. When we check on the cat, is he alive or dead? You might get slapped. Well, you won't get slapped at the very same time. Why can't you make up your mind? Micro to macro, classical to quantum. Superpositions? I think we have a problem. When we check on the cat, is he alive or dead? You say both, but now you're messing with my head.
Yo, this song goes out to all you people shooter. Yeah, it's Pi Day, fools. But not a real pie.
Not a day goes by, I can say no lie that I don't hop in my Raspberry Pi. Hit up a slew of YouTube tutorials. Now it's falling into place like a little choreo. Everything's covered wall to wall like parkour. Started off small and now I'm getting hardcore. Every single day I'll be getting more smug. Home assistant eyeing me when I encrypt all my traffic through my VPN. You wanna try and track me, then be my guest. You couldn't find me even with my DNS. If you really want to, I will be direct. When I do not catch these hands is the address. Do your research, that's what you'll get, man. Working on my music and I'm like Snorlax, but you will never get this like your name Borat. If you bout that life, do it for the pie, man. Gotta rep the pie till you die, man. Bye, man. Do it for the pie, do it for the pie. It's not a real pie, so please don't eat it. Do it for the pie, do it for the pie. It's not a real pie, so please don't eat it. Do it for the pie, do it for the pie. It's not a real pie, so please don't eat it. Do it for the pie, do it for the pie. It's not a real pie, so please don't eat it. Oh no! The night's out. I'm about to turn, yo, lights out. Because it's past 10, own tracks as we're home. So the lights turn off from the location on our phone. All of my lights, they be the right type. Got a night bright that turns on at the notion of my finger when I swipe right. And if it's date night, I gotta set the mood, man, for no reason at all. Cause I gotta be that dude, man. Ha, creepy, I know. It's just all up in my guts like GPI, yo. Flow like Nile, watch her like Giles. Open VPN, all of my files. Got machines having combos, codes fixed, now we in completely. Everything's in sync, I guess I call it unity. Snippets of code from the Hass web community. Started off like I'm trying to learn Tamil. Now I SSH nano, type it in my YAML. Lines, I'll do it. Temperature control it. You're the one who broke into my house, I'll know it. If you wanna ride, Amazon gotta holler, man. Computer does it all for like $35, man. Do it for the pie, do it for the pie. It's not a real pie, so please don't eat it. Do it for the pie, do it for the pie. It's not a real pie, so please don't eat it. Do it for the pie.
Yo, this song goes out to my Princess Peaches. Y'all know who you are. Yo, 1 year later, more better and more clever. Love for games is like diamonds, go on forever. Skipping and hopping it, my knowledge going and dropping it. It auto shift my suit, smarter than all the teachers. Give me a fever, she a pro. We can create some gifted creatures. I love all you ladies and I want my second player. In which planer will I find a girl who kills and seeks slayer? That won't give me snake eyes if I'm holding eyes. I hold the temple down with the wrong day. Golden eye, calling all my ladies who like to rock the cosplay. We can take it back to my place and have a little soiree, party, partake a little gaming and get and gone, girl. You know we do. It's all like About to sing it to you girls now. To all my nerds and ladies, I gotta say one thing. Your girls will be so fine. Throw the TV on. You brought your controller. It must be a sign. Yo, to all my nerds and ladies, I gotta say one thing. Your girls will be so fine. Throw that TV on. You brought your controller. It must be a sign. Listen here now. My first crush, it gotta be the pink one. Amy Jo Johnson. What you think, son? I was 5 years old when I saw that mid-set. Watch me when I rise and she catch me when I fall. When I die, she don't stall. She knows she gotta gather Dragon Balls. Either way, you know you got me. Lightning like Final Fantasy 13, girl, you really shocked me. Then she cast a cure, I have to keep her. She got the key to lock my heart deeper. And if I bop out, I hope she misses heat. I love these girls so much, I even named my car Princess Peach. I'll be her memory card, so I always save her. The more we're in, we can go roll together sooner or later. To all my nerds and ladies, I got it. You brought your controller. It must be a sign. Yo, to all my nerds and ladies, I gotta say one thing. Your girls will be so fine. Yo, it must be a sign.
might do. I dreamt about a goddess and she looked just like you, yeah.
My head spin and my heart race when your lips whisper my name.
How'd she crack the code? How'd you get the best of me? Others took small pieces, but you got the whole damn rest of me. Blessed to be where I am, just admiring my destiny. Embrace the partial death of me when single me is rest in peace. Your hair, stare, style, flare, nose, eyes, thighs. But what? Don't get me started on why I love you so much. Your mind, kindness, insight, and intellect to heal or cut. You laugh at all my jokes, you cuddle close, must be the one.
I see a lot more faithful days when I catch a glimpse of your face. My head spin and my heart race when your lips whisper my name.
Let's make some plans, baby, or keep it casual. Whatever you're leaning towards, I'm with it, sounds magical. I'm on a candy store, I'm sugar high and I can't keep my hands out of yours. Love has no manual and very few rules, besides that I stop tickling whenever you go and call a truce. We live in a choosy universe and you still chose me. Fascinated one another and that's what gives my missing piece. You're not my other half, you're an extra bonus heart I didn't know someone could have. It's like the space up in my chest turned into a nest up in the stars and made enough room to snuggle us up as a couple of starstruck larks. That's kinda beautiful, ain't it? Let's go and frame it. My fine art skills are crappy, so I have to use my words to paint it. I hope I've illustrated, even in the smallest bit, how much I love you, and when I say it, babe, I mean it. I really mean it, not just when it's convenient. With you, I've got an LQ that's bordering on genius. My Venus, my queen, yes.
Dat boy, I miss you, bro. There go that boy, yeah, he used to be my homie. He doesn't come around these days, I'm feeling kinda lonely. Was it something that I said? I don't get it. He's been my friend from graduation. Pollywogs and cap and gown, you were my inspiration. I guess the metamorphosis had to happen. The fans all needed you. On YouTube, they be clapping. When they see you rolling up, classic CGI. Proud of my little bro, just know I saw that light inside. You looked up to me back when we were tadpoles. But now you won't return my calls, I'm getting kinda sad, bro. You left the lily pad, I know you had to go. But it hurt you never visit, and it hurt you never wrote. There go that boy, I hope you know your friends. There go that boy, I hope you know your friends and family love you. It's time that you came home. There go that boy, you're always on the go. The lily pad is waiting, bring that unicycle home.
Look, I was just a tadpole, chilling in the lily pad. I was living really fast and I had to go and double up the cash flow. Traded up the unicycle for a Lambo. Now I'm riding with the team, money piling from the meme. Now I'm shining on the screen. The fashion kinda new to me. I'm killing every other meme brutally. And truthfully, compassion for the fam ain't what it used to be. Look, Peppy taught me everything, like how to make it to the top of every Reddit page. I started from the swamp and now I'm hella paid. Just bought a new loft in the Everglades.
There go that boy, I hope you know your friends and family love you. It's time that you came home. There go that boy, you're always on the go. The lily pad is waiting, bring that unicycle home. There go that boy, I hope you know lily pad is waiting, bring that unicycle home. Guess you resented me when I got famous. Blowing up on Tumblr, the response was so insane. It always made you jealous every time you saw my face. On Nikki's Instagram, I saw you turn a greener shade. Hey, but I always wrote you back. I came home every Christmas on those fireflies we snacked. Sitting by the pond, you wouldn't even look my way. Just know that Peppy's here for you, that love will never change.
You used to be the biggest on the scene, and now we need improvement. We were so close back when we were 2 kids. Still got love, that's what the truth is. So I'ma pop up at the family reunion.
There go that boy, I hope you know your friends and family love you. It's time that you came home. There go that boy, you're always on the go. The lily pad is waiting, bring that unicycle home. There go that boy, I hope you know your friends and family love you. It's time that you came home. There go that boy, you're always on the go. The lily pad is waiting, bring that unicycle home.
Check my budget, man. If I'm in the green, I still ain't budging, man. Check my budget. Budget app right back at you like who me? It's my presence, you will never get this. We got a whole backlog chilling on the Netflix. Didn't know that you had a money tree, but since you ballin' now, can I have some money, please? Who you trying to play? I can't do nothing today. This year I'm maxing out my savings and my work for a 1K. I used to hit the club in my twin, got herself a house, so now I'm Thanos with the gardening. Invite us out, probably not, but we try. I'd rather pay that extra till my mortgage till we refi. Gotta stash some money hidden for a rainy day. When we old and wrinkly, we bout to have it raining. Hey! Check my budget, man. If I'm in the green, I still ain't budging, man. Check my budget, man. If I'm in the green, I still ain't budging, man.
Kids on the train selling snack packs. Dudes busting moves, wanting cash in their snapbacks. Asking that you give $1 or $2, but you won't do, cause you're rent due and you wanna spend too. Who knew? Got your spreadsheet up to date with all the digits and in it. Many limits exceeded. You bought ish that you didn't need and now you depleted. Your wallet bleeding, but you gotta eat, and so you mixing eggs and rice and sriracha. Your choices got you by the balls. In your younger days, had a pretty sweet job and the money paid, but then you had to go awaken your appetite for making melodies and occasionally doing a play. So bye-bye 401k, farewell to the bonuses annually. But that's okay if that make you happy. Just be healthy and budget responsible. Landlord, raise your rent. Check your budget, man. Check your budget, man.
Check my budget, man. If I'm in the green, I still ain't budging, man. Check my budget, man. If I'm in the green, I still ain't budging, man. Check my budget, man. Check my budget, man. Check my budget, man. Check my budget, man.
Just wake me up, don't let me down.
Just give me coffee.
Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up.
Of course it's cold brew. Just let me be blunt. My speech in the morning, nothing but grunts. With no coffee, that's as dangerous. On a scale from 1 to 10, I rank it that girl from Stranger Things. And if you get what I'm saying, my attitude be mad flagrant like I'm Draymond. But you ain't get the picture, BMP. So I'm gonna keep pushing on you, GNC. It's toss some ice cubes in my cup, it's a good day. All I gotta say is that it's starting in a good way.
It's time for working, man, I don't even care. Just wake me up, don't let me down.
Just give me coffee.
Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up.
Of course it's cold brew.
Just wake me up, don't let me down.
That's how it's gotta be. Everything starts back with your coffee beans. If it's cold brew, then it's gotta be coarse. Don't get the cart ahead of the horse, start learning the course. But of course you can disregard, and don't at me if it gets too hard. When it's my time to drink, man, it's always on hand. Drink from a cup or a bottle, even a can. You never know when you're craving a hit. It could be in the bathroom while you're taking a
Flair on CD, ain't got nothing on it.
When that coffee hits my lips, it's a seance. Feeling real super with the cape on. Anything I'll take on.
This cup of coffee, yeah boy, this is the shit. Just wake me up, don't let me down.
Just give me coffee.
Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up.
Of course it's cold brew.
Just wake me up, don't let me down.
Give me coffee.
Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up.
Of course it's cold brew. Third verse, so I guess that's where I talk about how we might be addicted in a roundabout kind of way, or how you say A dependency that's in my life, and I'm proud to say it's filling me with way more energy than I'll ever need, keeping me up for things I thought I'd never see. Time's gonna kill us all one day. The day doesn't start till you're on your second cup. If they talk before then, homies better duck. It's 100% okay to start swinging in every single combo, unless you see I'm bringing a cup of Joe. Tell him bring some mo for your bro who made that coffee song. Or tell him go home. Wake me up, just wake me up, don't let me down. Just give me coffee. Just wake me up, 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 don't let me down. Give me coffee. Just wake me up, just wake me up, just wake me up, pour some cold brew.
Always wanted this kind of outro. Wishing I could go back and tell everything I now know to a younger me. Looking up at you like you're wanting nothing. It's like you're paralyzed, can't move cause you're terrified. Mind inside a paradigm where you don't even dare to try. So you just lay at night, wide awake with grandeurs of a way of life where everything is perfect till you open those ungrateful eyes. It's kinda like your place to hide. So instead, you'll do everything they say to do. You'll get a corporate job and make 100K out of school. The music still be working at it with your far from perfect habits. I wish that I could tell you, I thought I'd be in LA by now. Instead, I'm wasting all my time like I've got nothing to prove. Sit alone and ruin my day just for something to do. And it's been the same for years without an evolution. Claim to be the next to do it without ever executing. I got a mixture of excuses and a list of resolutions, and feel guilty doing anything unless I've been productive. But time doesn't wait, so I'm just missing moments. I'm getting older without getting any closer. Every week I board, drifting out of port. I'm set on autopilot, and just to pay the price so I can pay the rent and either pay attention or feel this pain again. And honestly, I'm terrified that I'ma die and be forgotten quickly. If I go out, I don't know if there's a lot who'd miss me. Hopefully I'll really have a soulmate, so at least I'll have a body beside mine to be rotting with me. My mind has been making all these obstacles. Some days I wake up and I feel like I'm unstoppable. Liquor in my system but never had clearer vision. Punching walls and throwing keys, glass shards and broken screens. I couldn't keep blaming life for problems, cause I know it's me. The root of all these issues is the lack of all my actions. Tired of feeling like I'm not committed to my passions. And as the tears flow, I had a moment of it in hat trick. It's just maximum actions at bats with natural talent. And it's gonna actually happen once you can axe the distractions. But right now nobody's nearing ya, and doing nothing is your mode and your median. You wanna flounder, you should go to aquariums. The block is mine like I'm owning Ethereum. I know you can hear me, but it's slow and I'm fearing you gon' end up like another fucking old bit of sneering man. Just walk around with absolutely no need to share the love. And if you're over it, fair enough. Just let me know now. Do you really want the gold or are you here for fun? Cause if it's the latter, I'll happily end the banter. You can get on that plane and live happily ever after. But I saw the way you got up this morning. You haven't smiled since you stopped your recording. And I won't raise my voice now because I'm tired of yelling. Nobody's buying your charade, so why you trying to sell it? Said it's affecting those who love you and believe in you. The ones who wanna see you do the shit that you've been meaning to. So treat this like you want it or get treated for this problem. You can't go through life halfing with these clouds around your conscience. You know you need to live each day deliberate, cause regret is unforgiving. You got choices, now show me which one is it. And I'm not worried about your bags and put your suit on. I just wanna love me as much as you love me. I just wanna love me as much as you love me. But I just wanna love me as much as you love me. I just wanna love me as much as you love me. As much as you love me. I know the sun gon' shine in the morning, but I just wanna love me as much as you love me. I just wanna love me as much as you love me. As much as you love me. I know the sun gon' shine in the morning, but I just wanna love me as much as you love me. I just wanna love me as much as you love me. As much as you love me. Yeah, I said the sun gon' shine in the morning, but I just wanna love me. I just wanna love me as much as you love me. I just wanna love me. I just wanna much as you love me. I just wanna love me as much as you love me. As much as you love me. Sun gon' shine in the morning.
So, we fit the hat in, so to speak. If I keep tinkering with this, I'm just never gonna finish it. And that's the beauty of, like, I think drawing is, like, sometimes it doesn't turn out, sometimes it does. I feel like we got a good thing going on here, though. So I think we're gonna try to get onward to this doodle. If it turns out awesome, it turns out awesome. If not, we'll try it again. I keep wanting to go bigger, and I can't help but wonder if it's because I've been working on a lot of larger paintings. I don't know if that happens to anybody else. Anyway, I'm gonna be into a sneezing fit because hopefully it turns out. If not, we'll revisit it. Alrighty, I hope you guys are doing awesome. If you've been staying tuned so far, I appreciate it. We've been on the struggle bus tonight in terms of actually drawing Johnny Depp from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, in case you don't know what we're drawing. Kind of happy though with how it looked. it can go hit or miss from this point out, especially when you're drawing something, because it can look awesome sketch-wise, and then you go to add stuff, and then it's like, I don't know if anybody else can relate. Good old Hunter, looks good though. Thanks, dude. Yeah. I'm trying. We've been streaming for about 2 hours and 20 minutes. Sometimes it just doesn't happen the way you want it to happen right away. So hopefully this turns out. So we're gonna take a short break. We'll be back, and then we're gonna just get to inking this, and fingers crossed it turns out.
y'all got to feel me. Squeaky, y'all got to feel me. Squeaky clean, really, still I feel filthy. Stop and listen, I give you my composition. Running big giant circles around the competition. Kid Shamrock, putting the mic in the hammer lock. Keep the cannon cocked, all these rappers do a scamming plot. I'm on the block, I see it all, they say it all. I'm in the game, but trust me, I don't play it all. Made a lane up in the game myself, while the critics thought that I Kurt Cobain myself. It's all love, I reached out and gave my help. Cause effortless, even if you gotta hit Wikipedia just to catch up with the references. Nice with the pen or off the dome. Ryan Howard, swinging to my dog's home. Spit that real ish, with Philly like Will Smith. Watch me cancel it quick like my name was Phil Fish. If he believes you, then he a fool. Think I deal with more knuckleheads now than when I was teaching school. Now I charge like a Pikachu. So unless you make it worth my time, I ain't gonna even move. Not guilty, y'all got to Pascal. I gain ground like Marshawn on last down. Your ambiguity's the reason you can't get with me. I linguistically alter all imagery. This is far from the standard. I'm awkward with stanzas. You might try to charge me with slander. Answer, I'm always correct. I'm running things a new man like I got 100 rings. Imposter? Nope, I ain't him. Avoid the state pen. Control the machines, Hank Pym. Ultron, I'm so known to start fires when I get up in the booth. And the fact that I'm living is the proof. Vindicate me. Mega Ran, Renegade, MC. Big giant circles, yeah, you know what it be. Not guilty, y'all got to feel me. Squeaky clean, really, still I feel filthy. Stop and listen, I give you my composition. Running big giant circles around the competition. Not guilty, y'all got to feel me. Squeaky clean, really, still I feel filthy. Stop and listen, I give you my composition. Running big giant circles around the competition. Not guilty, y'all got to feel me. Squeaky clean, really, still I feel filthy. Stop and listen, I give you my composition. Running big giant circles around the competition. Not guilty, y'all got to feel me. Squeaky clean, really, still I feel filthy. Stop and listen, I give you my composition. Running big giant circles around the competition.
Let your mind go, let your mind go. 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 Let your mind go wherever it wants to. Let that positivity flow through your brain until it haunts you every day, every night. Let it flourish all around you in your face. By your son of pain and a capsize and a bad times when your fam lies. Just got word your dad died, but you can't cry cause he was a bad guy. And you don't wanna be him, nor can I won't be, mom show me. God let us show with a go key. Devil's in the way, but I hold peace. Never be afraid of your own peace. The angels around you watch and believe in yourself. Failure not an option. Grind for your mind and you see where it drops in. Right on time, 3 Cyclops is. Let your mind go, let your mind go. 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 Let your mind go, get in line for evolution of your third eye where you find hope.
trip to another dimension. The universe bending feels like I'm ahead of my time zone. Unrealistic, then again, how real is this? Life we living inside this prison where minds conditioned to fly the distance. I'm soaring low, I know we close, I got the right to know what our minds can do. Let's ignite the show, go deep inside you and talk to your soul. Let the reaper find you turn to a ghost or a spirit. Go look in the mirror, it's so stuff that you never seen clearer. They hide in your minds with a different appearance. Materialistic imperialism, it's all the distraction. They're stupid, the children, puppets above us, so strings on me. GMOs in the play while you eat through the dishes. Tired of lies, ones that we living and leaving behind. Rebels are risen, start freeing your mind. Extension, no limits, the powers inside you. Don't ever stop digging for wisdom. Let your mind go, let your mind go, let your mind go. 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 Let your mind go, let your mind go.
Slice. You know my feet are never frozen. My toes are toasty with my socks in my slice.
It's my style, everybody thinks it's whack, man. Socks and slides since I was running college track, man. But everyone who knows me, knows I'd rather die than feel a toe breeze. Yo, please, I'll be rolling in a whip, man, or chilling by the pool. Take a sip, fam, and it doesn't matter where I sit, man. My toes are always toasty. Live, fam. Do some free weights in the gym, man. While you lacing up, I'm on the bench. Your facts, that's a backlight, and I rap right with that type of swag that'll smack life into cadavers, even crash type dummies.
You know my feet are never frozen. My toes are toasty with my socks and my slides. You know my feet are never frozen. My toes are toasty with my socks and my slides.
I got my flash socks on, feeling kinda rad. I'm strolling around Whole Foods looking like a dad. Yeah, I'm on my grind, you know what it's gotta mean. Cold brew next week, picking up my coffee beans. Looking out they side, they eyes, they gotta learn though. I'm basically 50, disco inferno. What's that mean? Also, if you worry about me, Yoko, you can stop before you say, oh no. Before your boy swings back, yo, yo. If you get my viewpoint, go pro. You clean like the rain in Africa, Toto. Blacks are gonna be so pro. My tips are always free, pro bono. Translate for your boy Chico. Long story short, this footwear, my cheat code.
You know my feet are never frozen. My toes are toasty with my socks and my slides. You know my feet are never frozen. My toes are toasty with my socks and my slides.
Socks and slides, just one hop, now I got the glide. Socks and slides, just one hop, now I got the glide. Socks and slides, hop, whoop, glide. Socks and slides, hop, whoop, glide.
Ain't no telling what we gon' do.
Yeah. I've been feeling good lately. And it feels good to feel good again. Yeah. Look. I wanna treat you like a 90s R&B song. No, it's only been a month, but I don't think we need long. Cause you got me out of my comfort zone, feeling comfortable in deep water. Cause they by the title, but hope you don't choose another. Yeah, I'm in over my head, but something about you in the city makes me hope for the best. But fuck it, dog, I'm 20 on a string, getting paid for every word that I sing. I earned everything, been working, and now I'm paying rent with my passion. GQ sending checks when I know nothing about fashion. I swear there's something you lack and that I know how to supply. We ain't even gotta talk, I see it all in your eyes. eyes, so don't you worry that I'm worried when you read in the moods. Love you, so come and spend the night, let me treat you right, baby, baby, because ain't no question what we want to. Let me be the one to do this thing together, ain't nobody do it better than you. Yeah. Sipping wine that's quadruple my age, with a girl that's got me feeling this unusual way. Giving up private shows leads to where the private show I would go. Risk it all earlier if I knew just how those eyes would roll. See you either getting dirty or dusty, and I'm trying to be a man that you see worthy of trust and know that you're moving. And we ain't got the time to invest in something real, but for some reason I try nonetheless. Guess that's my intuition mixing with the liquor and some wishful thinking. You smiling at me as the crystal clinking, pouring a different drink when listening to old school rap. And you know every word to all that soul boom bap, so play that Mary J. Nah, there's no more rainy days. You prefer that 702 over them 808s. And yeah, you way too independent for some major deal. Mad when I take the bill and pay for meals, ain't even gotta say I'm here right now. And baby, that's all that matters. And now she walking around my place with no clothes on. So draw the blinds, baby, we can put a show on. Just know that I won't be tripping no matter how we continue, cause I'ma be great without you. Imagine how I'd be with you, I swear that there ain't no telling what we don't do. I'm just tryna love you, so come and spend the night, let me treat you right, baby, baby, because ain't no question what we want to. Let me be the one to do this thing together, ain't nobody do it better than you. Ain't no telling what we gon' do. I'm just tryna love you, so come and spend the night, let me treat you right, baby, baby, because
The loves of past, future, and my present, presented to me delicately pressed into a memory. I can feel the brush inside my mind, painting what one might look like lying on the sofa and another just plain lying, a previous me crying for lack of proper goodbying. And it's also for you, every person with has-beens. You who filed old emotional baggage into recycle or trash bins. Which one goes where? I guess it depends on where it ends, if it ends. If there was ever really a chance that it's the end of summer. My mind is a bit of a museum, art everywhere, you might stop and stare if you could see them. Lucky for me though, you probably never will. They're not exactly painful, but still. I've tried so many times to pry the parchment down with careful fingers, and that's when I see it. Tiny cracks in the artwork, the starts of tears, so I leave it. It's fitting for a haunted house to have art that's beautifully tragic. If Scooby-Doo and crew rolled through my mind, I'd like to think they'd find themselves enthralled by the magic. Long before they ever saw the ghoul behind the facade, working my heartstrings and brain synapses at the same synchronized, methodical, odd pace. Hoping to get at me, bring it all back and see. If now is tragedy, past is my majesty. If it still matters to be in the presence of clouds of perfume that could make up the essence of tears, fears, trust, and lust. Beers, jeers, dust, and fluff that could fill in the gaps of my story as I heard it. Pad all the parts that aren't perfect, to blur the worst and cover the worthless, to blot out the
ins and outs. I come back your last, with smiles or frowns or brand new towns whenever I need rest. I know there's a velvet room with paintings to my left and a box with slivered pieces of the love from in my chest. Ups and downs and ins and outs, I come back your last, but smiles or frowns or brand new towns whenever I need rest. I know there's a velvet room with paintings to my left and a box with slivered pieces of the love from in my chest.
I think there's a value in appreciation without longing, fondly recalling what you did last summer without needing to check your Instagram. You each played a role, a painting in a gallery, a crucial thread in the tapestry. Sometimes we part ways with the silence of the last few grains of sand passing, reaching breaks too slow to prevent a crash. Each footprint in the path, each with the same promise of being the last. Me, I've learned to glance back and gently laugh, or at least give a knowing smile, because love is all mistakes and perfection in equal parts. And if I've ever seen one, love is a work of art.
Got alleyways dusty, back streets are broken, tokens of the past, all I read about hoping for a brighter tomorrow. Green grass syndrome, it's drought time, so the lawns dry as a boat. Project a fantasy clamp in another direction, quick to quench the thirst for a deeper connection. Eyes leap for a fleeting, we hold our breath and exhale with the current eddy on to the next. Steps remove dust, tread closer to something. The sky hangs low, and I'm hoping it opens, cause I need it now more than ever to bring rain, to wash away the stain, bring a state of change. What's the cure for that? Nothing. Still trying to find a way to keep buzzing. What's the cure for that? Nothing. Keep on until the world starts rocking. I can see something, maybe it's a source of light. Can't fathom the edges of if it's wrong or right. Like I'm drowning, trying to find down a rope, and my body aches, wishing for the world to stop. I'm getting dizzy and seasick. Nobody means what they speak. My life rough, sprung a leak, face down in the bath, scared of the death. Creatures of the deep looked at me and they wept. Dark eyes with the salty tears for all my fears. Be grateful for the little precious time you have here. Let go, float, reclaim my life from misstep to shipwreck all in one night. What's the cure for that? Nothing. Still trying to find a way to keep buzzing. What's the cure for that? Nothing. Past life path like domino mosaic. The beat keeps calling me back, there's no escape. So what's the cure for that? Nothing. There's too many toys for me to ever stop crushing. Be equipped, crippled, kryptonite. Cause these ass flag bearers made an Illuminati. People could try to trick you, they lie to themselves, then portray a false mask and they say it's for real. Is it arrogance, ignorance, mental disturbance? Either way, didn't think I deserved this. The closest thing I've got to a cure for this malady is a pen and a book full of rhymes, rescue remedy. What's the cure for that? Nothing. Still trying to find a way to keep buzzing. What's the cure for that? Nothing. Keep on until the world starts rocking.
got dragon blood, what you wanna do, son? I got dragon blood, what you wanna do? I got dragon blood, what you wanna do, son? Cause I'm always going hard with my Dothraki crew. Daenerys be the name, and I'm setting hearts aflame when I'm burning down these villages and freeing all the slaves. Wiz Khaleesi, have you bit my dragons? My brother tried to sell me to Khal Drogo, look what happened. A bit hot-headed with that molten golden crown. I stopped the Khalasar, so don't be messing with me now. Look my lover in the eye, winter's coming, so am I. I burned the witch alive who took my son and husband's lives. But I survived so frisky, now these dragons have my back. Suitors are so frisky and they always try to mac. Zara, Zoe, and Daxos had to lock him in a vault. Made my way to Slaver's Bay, but it was not my fault. It shoulders, well, I think you should be fearing them. You are now watching the throne. I got dragon blood, what you wanna do, son? I got dragon blood, what you wanna do? I got dragon blood, what you wanna do, son? Cause I'm always going hard with my Dothraki crew. I got dragon blood, what you wanna do, son? I got dragon blood, what you wanna do? I got dragon blood, what you wanna do, son? Cause I'm always going hard with my Dothraki crew. Dothraki, unsullied behind me, like I'm Illuminati. It's the mother of dragons with my gigantic army. We be marching to Marine, but no, we didn't come to party. Cause they crucified the slaves and put them on the cross. Sir Jorah, please get lost. I know you think I'm hot. My schedule's kinda busy, got no time for Perrier. White girl politicking, that's Daenerys Palin. From Dorne to the Stormlands, the north and beyond, to the Westlands and Essos, I'm keeping it strong. From the Crackle, you know we've been through this. I'm quick to burn a hater, no mercy, damager, smacking kings in the face like my name was Cersei Lannister. Burn, burn, you should gonna burn. 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 I got dragon blood, what you wanna do, son? I got dragon blood, what you wanna do? I got dragon blood, what you wanna do, son? Cause I'm always going hard with my Dothraki crew. I got dragon blood, you son? Cause I'm always going hard with my Dothraki crew. I got dragon blood, you should gonna burn. I got dragon blood, you should gonna burn. I got dragon blood, you should gonna burn. Cause I'm always going hard with my Dothraki crew. I got dragon blood, you should gonna burn. I got dragon blood, you should gonna burn. I got dragon blood, you should gonna burn. Cause I'm always going hard with my Dothraki crew.
Yo, we about to get into right now, about to cover from A to Z, how I really get down. I'm talking about getting silly, getting wild, happens everywhere, coast to coast. Yeah, I'm talking about that con life. Yeah, I got a delicate balance between what I do for pay and what I do for play. Which would I choose? I don't think that I could say. Sometimes I feel a little two-faced knowing I go two ways. I'm just trying to defy all odds like Doug Flutie. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, I'm trying to strive to the weekend when the con is mine. Pack up my bags, ready, get set, go. Gotta catch my planes, time to jet set, yo. From coast to coast and con to con, like PAX to MacFest to CGF's what we on. Free play, arcades, all slaying, Street Fighter, Walter Beasts, I could stay all day. I wish I could gain time or even save time, but like an Apple Watch, I gotta show a little FaceTime. So for a great time and chilling at the same time, you can get the squad together and get faded with some green wine and say bye.
Yo, let me see your hands if you got that kind of life. Yeah, you heard me, I ain't gonna ask twice. Put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up. Let me hear your war, let me see that cosplay. Shout out to the crowd, our hidden trove and enclave. Put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up.
Day two, a little party never stopped me, man. I'll be damned. Pop some ibuprofen and toss back some coffee, fam. Seriously faded, gone like Vader. Had to let my force awaken several years later. Looked at the scotch and said, well played. Killed me last night, but now I'm back to life. Like rich in the memories of hanging with my homies. Meeting cool cats who never would've known me. Keeping on schedule, man, that's half the battle. Right now, I'm sure I'm late to my own damn panel. So I kick back a Red Bull, now I got wings. Hello, I'm here to talk to you about raps and things. Since you're here, come and kick it with the NPCs. If you chill, we don't care about who you be.
Yo, let me see your hands if you about that kind of life. Yeah, you heard me, I ain't gonna ask twice. Put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up. Let me hear your war, let me see that cosplay. Shout out to the crown, our hidden trove and enclave. Put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up.
Now I'm on stage, you know we mobbing, man. NPC Collective, that's my mobbing fam. Back then they had to laugh through an ice, so I'm definitely faded. All they be doing now is flopping on their couch, man. But the con life is awesome, I can vouch, man. We definitely made it, cause we rainy, but we over here. It's prime entertainment. All my life I have waited for the hip-hop nerds watching metal shred, then rocking DDR with some metalheads. On the final day seats what I lack, and the first thing I think when I leave is when will I be back? Cause the con is the place, don't care what you heard, it belongs to us all, yeah, like millions of nerds. Now let me see your hands if you bout that con life. Yeah, you heard me, I ain't gonna ask twice. Put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up. Let me hear your roar, let me see that cosplay. Shout out to the con, our hidden trove and enclave. Put 'em up, put 'em up. But I be seeing at every single con. Doesn't matter if I'm East Coast, West Coast, down with the dirty South. That's a ludicrous reference.
These aren't kid gloves, Mr. Valiant. Destroying rappers like Judge Doom, killed that, Marvin Act, cutting them like sword and axe, that dip running through Toontown, these Looney Tunes, companies can't stop that, havoc, that independence with suspense, like a villain, black trench, creating inventions so greater, for the haters, never need, no tactics, who frame, Roger Rabbit, throwing lyrics out like javelins, spazzing, animated individuals, rubbing their head, pitiful, saluting A1 generals, whatever back, characters, no scavengers, they cartoons in art rooms, artist, I'm a star in this. Top notch, just check and watch. Live quick, I spit quick. Animation reality. Destroy the town, they mad at me. Independent like wheel spinning. Water machine, time machine. Meltdown, they head down. In Toontown, we come around, we rush out, no doubt.
I'll put this rabbit in the dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Let's put these tunes up in the dip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I'll put the shoe up in the dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. When I'm mobbing with the weasels, we can dip Toontown into a ground. This rabbit in the dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Let's put these tunes up in the dip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I'll put this shoe up in the dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. When I'm mobbing with the weasels, we can dip Toontown into the ground. Funny but my ears tall. Got a lot on my plate, dog. Only thug rabbit out here in Toontown. Baby Herman, put the knife down. Pop a weasel for my peoples like Timelapse. Giving haters dirt naps. I got a girl and she always got the carrot cake. It's an interspecies romance, real rabbit shit. Roger be mobbing all day, with Mickey Mouse making that pay. Them cartoons from back in the day, just do what we show in his face. He'd probably be after our day, the dippy be letting it spray. I won't believe it, I can't believe it, I shan't believe it, no way. Cause Roger Rabbit don't play, doing donuts all day. With Andy Valiant, we all about it, you best get out of our way. You know I'm putting in work, these fools about to get murked. With that acetone and that turpentine and that benzene going berserk. Roger, Roger Rabbit, Roger Rabbit. Box office smash like a Roger Rabbit. You 3 dope shorts like a Roger Rabbit. $1, $2 like a Roger Rabbit. I'll put this rabbit in the dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Let's put these tunes into a ground. This rabbit in the dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Let's put these tunes up in the dip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I'll put this shoe up in the dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. When I'm mobbing with the weasels, we can dip Toontown into the ground.
Soon where Toontown once stood will be a string of fast food restaurants with Bible verses confusingly printed on cheeseburger wrappers and soda cups. Guitar retailers with wonderful, overpriced prosumer gear. As far as the eye can see, my God, it'll be beautiful. Check out the Squire strap I got for $200. What a bargain.
I'll put this rabbit in the dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. Let's put these tunes up in the dip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I'll put the shoe up in the dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. When I'm mobbing, dip. I'll put the shoe up in the dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. When I'm mobbing with the weasels, we can dip Toontown into the ground. Baron Von Rotten, Baron Von Rotten, Baron Von Rotten has very bad morals. Baron Von Rotten, Baron Von Rotten, Baron Von Rotten has very bad morals. Baron Von Rotten, Baron Von Rotten in it. Baron Von Rotten has very bad morals. Baron Von Rotten, Baron Von Rotten in it. Baron Von Rotten has very bad morals in it.
Hello.
Hey, Dad, how are you?
Hey, buddy. How you doing, mate?
Good. We're just finishing up the record. I'm in Berkeley right now.
Oh, that's cool. How's the record going?
It is good. I'm really happy with it. And, I've been listening to a lot of E40 to get in the zone. What did you think of his new album?
Oh, E40, he's awesome. He really represents Bay Area indie rap. You know, he's been around for a while, and he started small, with his East Bay roots, and then he's grown the whole Bay Area and nationwide. And, he's one of the best in the game, buddy.
Chill.
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 Hey, do you sometimes kind of...
mellow about how I love the skit on his album. And he said people had told him that, and it made him feel more comfortable with just being himself more on albums. So while I sat here trying to figure out what to do after they said, please turn off your phone to airplane mode, I opened my iMachine app and played with the only packages that were downloaded. Now, since I'm old enough to have disposable income and stuff, I upgraded from an iPhone X to an XS Max for no reason, and now none of the packages I bought were on my phone. So I hit play on this pre-made package and decided to write a couple of lines, which turned into a couple of verses. And who knows, this could have been 3 verses if the captain didn't just come on and say, we've reached 10,000 feet. You are now approved for devices such as laptops and small computers. So now I'm gonna get on my laptop and watch TV. Moral of this story, don't worry about what other people think so much. Don't wait until you get old to realize this, because you lose a lot of joy in life. You only get one life, so cherish it. If you want to put on a 60-second speech at the end of your album, then do it. If you want to do a hilarious beatbox skit at the end of your song, just do it. Music's how we speak with our souls, and if you're not saying something you believe in, then what's the point of saying anything at all? First comes sage, then wisdom, got it. Second, third, profit. Take a look in the mirror and tell yourself, today I'm loving you. First comes sage, then wisdom, got it. Second, third, profit. Take a look in the mirror and tell yourself, today I'm loving you.
Go punkers. You put dopo nopo papa dippers. We live this, we don't even think. Go punkers. Been on a sag, chillin' with the centerfold from the Scotch mat. She said she want that, I told her put it in the bag. Put it in the bag. Put it in the bag. Go punkers. Girls, close the doors. Up, down, get that on the floor. Go punkers. Go punkers. I'm just a fly guy, living such a fly guy lifestyle. Find their eyes on me, got their heart beating double time. Ladies on the bar, more drinks on the way. Party like a rock star, cause that's the only way. We smoke, we drink, we live this, we don't even think. Go punkers. Go punkers. Fast life, rose, no ice. Full speed, only one life. Go bonkers. Bring us a rock, drinking from the bottle like a cup. Till the sun come up, partying cause we don't give up. Cause the club don't stop rocking, we don't pan and stopping. And big tunes just dropping and bottle just popping. And never stop topping at all, cause we party like a rock star. Go bonkers. We live this, we don't even think. Go bonkers. Go bonkers. Trini, swag, sipping on a sag. Chillin' with the centerfold from the Scotch mat. She said she want that, I told her put it in the bag. Put it in the bag. Put it in the bag. Go punker.
Hey guys, I think we're give or take done for the night. I want to let this dry before I go adding a little bit more layers, but I like where it went, and I'm kind of glad that I actually decided to redo it a couple of times. Granted, didn't completely keep it on the paper, but better than not. I'm actually happy that I actually decided to erase and redraw, even though it took us a little bit more time. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing awesome, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you'd like to participate in future polls, definitely follow me on Instagram at InkEater so that you can basically help choose what we draw next. Like I said, might add a little bit few more layers. I might add some gold to the actual rims of the glasses. But since it's so fine, I think I need a little bit more finer point here in this pile. If not, we would continue drawing. Anyway, I hope you guys had an awesome night. Thank you for tuning in, and like I said, join us on Instagram if you want to participate in polls, and that's pretty much it. Hope you guys have an awesome Saturday night into Sunday night, and yeah, bye.
Rent the whole floor, throw a big ass party. Probably do something ungodly, but there's no doubt I am here to turn it out. Shining bright like a diamond when your flames blowing out. Now I'm spazzing like Nick Cannon. Wildin' out, see I walk what I talk. What are you talking about? I don't think that is clear, you should figure it out. Bright like a diamond. Bright like a diamond. While your flames blowing out. No doubt. Bright like a diamond. Yourself, believe in yourself. Tel Aviv blowing up and you screaming for help. You gotta be determined like a refugee. You gotta be official like a referee. I wish you would try and step to me. I turn into the Hulk and do so incredibly. Cross lands, cross seas just to play y'all tracks. I'll be gone to November if I do come back. It'll